Now, it was a much smaller boat that ended up being the saviour for these families in Lake Conjola. The blokes behind this miraculous escape, with the bushfires fast approaching, are now being rightly hailed as heroes.
Stranded like refugees on the water. 14 people and 2 dogs crammed into a tiny tinny meant for 6. A desperate rescue effort to save a family.
The kids were just frantic.
And the heroes who came to the rescue, forced to leave behind loved ones and watch their own homes burn.
It was apocalyptic. It was awful. I've never seen... Yeah, you would never wish your worst enemy to go through it.
The locals in Lake Conjola knew there were fires nearby, but for the Cripps family it was just minutes before flames were on their doorstep.
And then we just got a text just towards the end.
No, I got a warning text.
A warning text.
But it just about hit the top of the house by then. I saw huge flames, they were probably 50 foot high, 60 foot high.
Brett saw the danger coming from his boat.
I just immediately turned round because I had Peter, our next door neighbour at the time, in the boat, and just yelled out to Dad and Shirley, "You got to get in the boat, we've got to go."
The flames were coming quick and soon others were in danger.
So we came across these children playing and their parents, and they were oblivious to what was going on around the corner. When we started shouting at them, "Get to the water, get to the water," next thing the flames came around.
I said, "You got to get in the boat. I don't care how many of you there is, just get in the boat, and I don't care what you do."
We just kept shouting, "Get in, get in."
They pulled away just in the nick of time.
We weren't away from the pier when the flames were on where they were, and the kids were just frantic, but they were so appreciative, the parents of us. Just, you know, it was just like, wow.
I mean, this wasn't a big boat, it's a pretty small boat. It was pretty cramped, pretty cosy in there.
5 hours they spent trapped together, watching everything around them burn.
And all you could hear was trees crumbling, popping, gas bottles popping.
And the smoke got worse.
For Peter Connolly, it was the longest 5 hours of his life. During the chaos, he was separated from his wife, Katrina.
Well, I was moving the car because I didn't want it to burn. And then the smoke came in and I panicked and I was getting so scared. And I rang Peter, and the last thing he said before we cut off, "Get to the beach." And I got to the main road and the smoke was horrendous and I was afraid to go.
Katrina went from home to home, desperately looking for shelter.
You looked out the window and all you could see was this 12-metre red flame. And I thought to myself, this is it, I'm not going to make it. And I rang my beautiful kids and I said, "Goodbye, darlings, and I love you."
She parked in a burning paddock until the fire front had passed, before returning to the jetty to look for her husband.
I didn't know where he was. I was just frantic and I was just walking around all night, basically.
For 24 hours they searched for each other, fearing the worst. But for them it was a happy ending.
It was very emotional, and she told me she loved me, and she said,
I never thought I'd see him again.
yeah, that's the word she used.
Yeah.
And the rest was then, it was just heaven, you know? We were back together.
Yeah.
Back in Sydney with their children,
I really thought I wasn't going to see them again.
the reality of the past few days is just starting to sink in for the Connollys.
I didn't think I'd see him again. I really didn't think and I didn't think I'd see my kids again.
I don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. It was just horrendous.
The Cribb family are determined to return to Lake Conjola to rebuild what has been destroyed.
There's our house. Was our house.
The only thing Brett is struggling to come to terms with is being called a hero.
No, we're not heroes.
Embarrassed.
I think the heroes are the guys that come in the fire trucks. They're the heroes.
It was just the right time, right place, and things were meant to be.
Wow, what an amazing, amazing rescue, an incredible story.